LinkedIn has been around long enough and has so many features at this point that sometimes when someone joins the platform, they forget to explain what some of the basics mean, including those little numbers by people's names. So today I want to explain to you what those numbers mean and how to connect with people even if their number is pretty high from yours. LinkedIn is all about degrees of separation between you and someone else. So the more people you are connected to, that means you're closer to connecting with everybody they know. So if you know one person and they have 5 people you don't know, you are now one connection away from them. And that's exactly what those numbers are. So if there's a one by a number, if there's a 1 by a name, that means you're connected. If there is a 2 or a second by someone's name, it means you have somebody in common. So that means I know this person who then knows that person that I'm looking at online. They're a second. The cool part on LinkedIn is I can click on this person's name and see who we have in common. So this is really helpful because especially when looking at like companies you're interested in, places you'd like to, or like job titles you'd like to have, and you're looking at people with that title and it says you have someone in common, this is great because you can now see who those people are or that one person is, reach out to them and say, hey, how do you know so-and-so? Or I was looking at jobs the other day and came across this person. It says you're connected. How do you know them? They can then possibly introduce you. So it's a really, really helpful tool. I've also just used it of, let's say it says I have 20 people in common with that person, which trust me, once you start building your connections on LinkedIn, totally possible. So I'll see that and I'll just send them a connection request and in the note say like, hey, it seems we have a ton of people in common. We're from the same area. It only makes sense that we connect. Easy. So it just kind of helps you out in that way. So that's what seconds are. Seconds are really your reach, your overall reach, because this is what happens when one of your firsts likes your post. It now gets distributed to all their connections. So your liked post doesn't just get seen by your people, it gets seen by seconds. So it's a really cool thing on LinkedIn because on Facebook, if a friend likes your post, it doesn't show up in all their friends' feeds. So in case you haven't figured it out by now, this is like how LinkedIn got its name. You're linked to people. So I'm linked to a first and they're linked to a second and we're 2 links away, but they call them connections. Okay, so what if next to the name it says third plus? That means you're 3 or more connections away from that people. So I know my friend, I'm connected to my friend who's connected to this person, and that person is connected to this other person over here that I want to meet. For these people, when you click on their profile, sometimes you can still read their profile, but it's going to look like you can't connect with them. Where the connect button would be, it now just says message. Here's the thing. Back in the day, you used to not be able to connect with them at all. There was no access to it. But now you actually can. So because I can't show you somebody's actual profile that's a third of mine without getting their permission, and how would I when they're a third away from me, I'm gonna just walk you through the process. So this is how you connect with someone who's a third plus. You have to go on their actual profile, and then next to the message button is the little 3 dots, right? Going down. Click on that. There's now going to be a drop down of things you can do. You can follow them, you can save to PDF, things like that, but it will also right in the middle say connect. So really they've just buried the connect button. So you can still hit connect and then just add a note explaining why you want to connect with them, even though you don't have people in common. It's always going to be easiest if you are somehow actually connected to others, but every now and then a third will come up that you really want to connect with, so you might as well take your shot. So I hope this helps you understand what those little numbers mean on LinkedIn. It's literally the reason LinkedIn exists. Those numbers have been there from the beginning, but they don't explain them to people anymore. And I've had a lot of people say, like, what are those? So that's why I wanted to make this video. I hope this helped you out. I hope you understand a little bit better how LinkedIn works and the point behind it. And leave me in the comments any other LinkedIn questions you have, because I would love to answer those in a future video. Woo! Because I would love to answer those in a future video. And of course, as I always say, if we have not connected on LinkedIn, my LinkedIn URL is in the description box below. Please connect with me. Just leave a note saying that you found me on YouTube, and I would be more than happy to connect. Now, with that, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out, and give this one a thumbs up so I know you like this kind of content. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!